Sniper's one shot. One shot, there's one shot, red rocks. One shot right there. One shot, red rocks, guys.
We're back and we're here on Team Slayer Sanctuary. This is game 2. It's all tied up at 2s right now. But right now the snipe is in the hands of Strong Side for final boss. Gandhi's got it for Carbon.
Their combo, they're hot.
Gain the lead.
At their BR, and combo to ring 3. He fell.
Snipe's in the rocks. Snipe is in the rocks.
To be honest, I'm really impressed by Final Boss. After getting completely torn up in this game 1, they're still playing the game very passively, very smart. They're not letting it get to their heads. Yeah. That is what makes Final Boss such a good team. They're so well composed. They're so mature about this professional sport.
Well, see, I think what came down to ball midship was they might have made a few mistakes. I don't think they feel like they got outplayed. They just made a few mistakes. They know not to do it again, so they're still on the same level. They know they can beat Carbon. They really just need to be in the right mindset, have the right attitude, and go into this with all of their skill.
Well, of course, they have beaten Carbon twice so far this season. This is their 3rd time meeting up with Carbon in the Winners Bracket Finals. I'm sorry, actually only their 2nd. Agency took down Carbon at the first event. And we're seeing Strong Side. Normally we see the sniper in the hands of one of the ogres, but Strong Side is stepping up to the plate and taking faces here on our main VOZ.
Remember Meadowlands? The ogre sniper? Stupid. He's terrifying. It was like 9 shots in a row. He missed the 10th, I think. And that was 2 on lockout, if I recall correctly. And now you've got Strong Side going to be the player that's really bringing things to bear. Long range support, trying to get those 1-shots in, get those cleanup kills around ring, and they're actually double Carbon score. Nobody would have seen this coming.
And there is a headshot once again from Strong Side. The kid's heating up. The crowd's starting to get into it, and we're seeing a smile on his face as he's playing.
Well, he just faced Shockwave, the big player out of Carbon, to look at, so I think that feels really good.
Now, it is 13-5. Both teams have had the same exact setup throughout this match. It's just Final Boss is converting on all these individual battles.
We'll see, unlike Gandhi, Strong Side's actually hitting his shots, and you've got an ogre up front to get the 1-shot kills. I mean, that's the setup. When you talk about amazing teamwork, this is the team you're talking about.
And it's really not Gandhi missing shots. As you see, he just takes down Strong Side. It's Final Boss's ability to push into the middle and force Ogre 1, by the way, is on a killing spree as well.
By the way.
But it is Final Boss who is taking control of the middle, forcing Gandhi and Shockwave and others from Carbon to go into Strong Side's sight.
3 down. What a beautiful push by Carbon. They're pushing in on Ring Strong. You've got Gandhi in Ring 2. Fighting with, it looks like Walshy, actually. Walshy trying to hold on to Ring for his team. He's busting out the pistol. Oh, you just got pistol and melee by Walshy. Pistol double melee.
Walshy, if we could get him on our screen somehow, he's running around with dual pistols.
That was ridiculous. That was the best I've ever seen in a ring. Pistol versus Sniper BR, pistol win.
For those of you who missed it, don't worry. I'll sure to be putting it in the top 10 after this event.
That was gorgeous. Oh my lord, with play like that, you know, I think they feel okay.
Alright, so Walshy kind of throwing Carbon a little lesson here. Carbon trying to get back in the game, but they're down by 8 right now. A great plasma grenade from Strong Side here as he's continuing to play amazing. Sorry, that was Walshy here on our main screen.
And they're basically just resetting up. They've got a good thing going here, no reason to change it.
And now it's time for the Ogres to start BRing. And we're seeing Ogre 1 control the Carbine side. He keeps moving in and out of the middle. Walshy trying to set up for this new sniper rifle with Strong Side. You see Walshy coming to support Ogre 1. They got a player on Ring 3. Walshy's trying to jump up to meet him there. Uh-oh. Gets a first shot, backs down, tops the grenade, and now he takes down Gandhi, helping Strong Side. That's the great Final Boss communication. Strong Side calling out Walshy, pulling a 180, and immediately taking down Gandhi before Gandhi got a second shot. And look at this combo.
Pistol plasma rifle. And it really takes a lot.
Oh, versus 1 plasma rifle. Shockwave goes down, and that is the second dual-wield kill. We've seen that of Walshy this game. He's putting it down for the battle rifle. Walsh, ridiculous. Killing spree, dual wielding. Was this part of the strategy, or is he
This is
just
fun to
being
watch.
cocky right now?
He knows it works. He knows it works. He knows he can use it. Why not?
All right, now, this is something we haven't seen, really. There are no dual-wieldable weapons on any other map but Team Slayer here on Sanctuary. Walshy taking advantage of it. What would happen if the game types included dual wields? I think Walshy would just scare everyone.
Walshy is a little sick with his controller control, but I don't know about scare.
All right, well, they're up by 15, Walshy being a major part of that. Final boss in control of this game 2 after Carbon came out and crushed them in game 1.
Yeah. I mean, they're basically trying to put Carbon back in their place, show them they're not down and out. This is not going to go Carbon's way. Final Boss needs to make a stand, and they've got the makings of it here on Sanctuary.
And look at Walshy just running around the top of the ring, dropping down on Karma here. We got Gandhi with the sniper, so if we could get him in our picture-in-picture, look at Livid Dread on the VOD station. Knows what's going on, putting it up for us.
Strong side taking his time on that sniper, opposite side.
Keep your eye on Gandhi here in the picture-in-picture. He is the main target for everyone on Final Boss, and just like I was expecting, they swarmed him, took him down. They sacrificed 3 lives, but it's worth it when you can get the rifle out of Gandhi's hand.
12, 10, 10, 8, going down the kill chart for Final Boss. Everyone's playing their role 100%.
Gandhi charging right back for that sniper in the upper right hand, and a no-scope it looked like on Ogre too. He was pushed out of the scope, pulls off a no-scope, and he picks up the gun, fires 1 shot, and it's a headshot, but then immediately Final Boss swarms him once again and shuts him down.
Shockwave going for the mid-air snipe, misses it a little bit there. Unfortunate, but it's really not the only thing going wrong here for Carbon. 46 and 30, Final Boss pulling ahead to a commanding lead here after about the midpoint of this Team Slayer Sanctuary, and it's pretty much in their hands.
Here we go with Walshy versus Karma, one-on-one BR battle. Karma backing down, but Walshy just basically pushed him into strong side, who's waiting there. Final Boss just out-strategizing, and here we're going to see a beatdown. Walshy's so sneaky, but he's bad with the sword. 2, 3, the 3rd time's the charm for Walshy, and now he's going to slap your body a little bit, Gandhi. Don't do that. Do not do this, Walsh. Okay, Shockwave puts him in his place. But you know what? When you're up by 14 kills, 13 kills, you can do things like slap the bodies and just hang out.
He was dual-wielding pistol plasma rifle. I don't think he feels bad about body slapping with a sword. I think that's really the least of his worries.
All right, we now have Karma here in the upper right-hand corner of your screen with the plasma pistol. That's the only power weapon Carbon has right now. It's not a bad one to have, but you'd much rather have a sniper in this position with only 1 kill remaining.
Yeah. Well, I mean, combo's basically a free kill.
Shockwave keeping the game alive, using that sword. But it's really just a matter of time before Final Boss closes the door on this game.
It's just going to take 1 or 2 of them team shot, or well, 2 or 3 of them team shotting. That's all it's going to take. And I think here it comes right now. Yeah, got to get cornered, team shot.
And there we go. David Walsh stepping up to the plate, team captain, kept his team in the game, and then starts showing off. 16 kills, some ridiculous plays, fantastic stuff out of Final Boss in Game 2. But now we are going into Game 3, team ball on midship. And as we saw in the first game, Carbon has the better teamwork when it comes to this map.
Yeah, most definitely. I think Carbon came out so strong and walked all over him on midship bomb that now Final Boss wants to try to basically come back and embarrass him. So I think that's the big strategy, is to just really sap their morale if they can. I'd like to give a big shout out to Z Solo. Would you like to do the same?
The man, the screen switcher. But right now, you see Final Boss getting ready. They're talking about their bubble strategy, I bet you. Now, Final Boss using a brand new strategy that we've seen in Meadowlands. They started off with, they moved to Carbine side. Normally the teams try and hold the ball in the bases, move in between Carbine and Pink side depending on what's going on. But Final Boss starting to use the bubbles. It was working against Carbon until the final moments, and Carbon just clutched it. But they've had a lot of time in between events, and let's see if they've perfected this strategy by now.
Yeah, it's a risky place to be, and you take some serious grenade damage from the splash through there, but it's very possible to avoid that and lock it down. I don't think they're going to be able to hold out against Carbon Slang. Carbon's really on fire right now, so I don't know. I think it's unrealistic to stay in one spot and just hold off a Carbon offensive.
All right, well, Strong Side has the host going into this match. I'm calling him to go huge. If we could get him up on our screen. There he is. And it is Shockwave, who I'd like to see in our picture-in-picture. I'm expecting him to go big for Carbon. And that's exactly what I called, as you see Shockwave not missing a shot from Pink 2, picking up a double kill with the carbine, using 2 guns, picking up 2 different kills, winning both individual battles there. And Strong Side just cannot spawn. He has Carbon all over him. And Carbon already jumping out to a 16-second lead with Gandhi holding the oddball for Carbon, something we don't normally see, but these guys all becoming more versatile throughout the season. You see Gandhi moving up to Pink 2 with the ball. Strong Side trying to get grenades on him. But basically, it looks like Carbon is trying to counter Final Boss's new strategy, which is keep it as far away from Carbine side as possible.
Like I said, Carbon